My name is Gareth Byrne and I'm a commercial and architectural photographer based in Dublin. A lot of my work is within Ireland and within the UK, and I primarily work on location. The favourite part of running a business for me is that there's no 2 days that are the same. You know, I have a very short attention span, so I really like the diversity of the work that I do. I like that one day I'm in a school, the next day I'm in a hotel. I like the way I can chop and change between things. I do daytime shots, I do night shots, I do interior shots, I do elevated photography. So I like the diversity and the fact that the range of clients that I deal with allows me that opportunity to be creative and be different all the time. I think with interior photography, what I look for most is symmetry. I love that everything is about straight lines and everything to be perfectly level and correct. And I think interior photography affords me the opportunity to bring out my perfectionist side, because it's really about showing things in great detail and bringing out the design elements of a building. So I actually really enjoy taking pictures in interior spaces. I like taking shots at dusk because of the dramatic lighting. I like the way the cars are streaming by, there's a lot of movement, and I think that dusk photography really tends to bring things alive in terms of the rich colours and the electric blue sky, and like it works really well for kind of annual reports. I mean, in Ireland we're not blessed with good weather at the best of times, so dusk photography is very forgiving in terms of poor weather conditions. And in the business that I am in, there's, you know, time constraints for the type of things that you're doing. I've been using Sage 1 for about 12 months now. So Sage is great because I can, you know, access it remotely on the road. So clients contact me, they're looking for an invoice. I can do everything on my phone or on my iPad. So because of the nature of my business and that I'm on location all the time, it's absolutely ideal for what I do. I access Sage 1 on my iPad on location because all the information is there. And I mean, a lot of the time I could be dealing with a new client who wants to be invoiced directly. So Sage 1 affords me the opportunity to just go in, input their details very simply, and with as minimal clicks as possible I can get that information to them. My advice to anyone that's starting in a business is you know, take on board that the administration side of things, whilst it's a bit boring, it's also very important. For me, I think the best piece of advice that I was ever given about bookkeeping and software was that deal with things as they come along rather than allow things to actually mount up and have an awful lot of work to do. So with Sage 1, what I do is, if I get a bill or I have a particular job with a client, I invoice as I go along and I input my expenses as they come in. So that way, when it comes to the end of a month or the end of a bi-monthly return period, I actually have no work to do. It's all there and it's all calculated, and I just hit a button and it's done. My accountant has a login system, so he can access all of my information, so he knows what I know and I don't really have to communicate with him, and he can go in and retrieve the information as necessary. So that's actually in itself taken a lot of the workload away from me. So from my annual accounts and yearly tax returns, I no longer have to print off reams of information, and he can just go in and log in and get all my information that's there, so that's great. I really like the Sage 1 mobile app that I access on my iPhone. It allows me the opportunity to raise invoices on the go, which in turn I get paid quicker, which is what it's all about.